The definition of downfall is a loss of power, prosperity, or status, and the Donuts lost a lot of status after their performance in the playoffs, and today we're going over what exactly happened to the Dunkin' Donuts. The Donuts were debatably the best team in the SBA, having a 6-1 record going into the playoffs. But even before the playoffs, this team looked unstoppable, but during everyone's Game 4 is where they start losing it. Their Game 4 was against the Munchers, and yes, they may have won this game 5-4. They easily let up majority of their points to a third-seeded team. This also will continue into Game 5 against the worst-seeded team, the Ball Bouncers. The Ball Bouncers were playing really well against the highest-seeded team, despite Carter's spin moves, lays, and Connor's really well-balanced defense this game. The Donuts still pull through a 5-4 win. Now, Andy might have had a bad game with a few bad shots and some turnovers, but both Donut members still pulled through, getting a win with some good shots and finally ending the game 5-4. But this is the question that everyone is now having in their heads. Will the undefeated team, the Dunkin' Donuts, ever give up a game their expedition season? And coming into Game 6, this is where everything starts to fall. They play against the second best seeded team, the Rim Reapers. Now, this game was absolute obliteration for the Donuts. The Rim Reapers made them look like a joke, winning this game 5-2. Now, who knows if this was just like an off day because they just let easy runs through, maybe even with some good shots from the other team. It didn't matter because the streak was officially broken. Now, Game 7, they did win, but they almost lost again. Another 5-4 match against the Munchers, with Andy getting 2 goaltending calls and Zay just hitting really good shots. Luckily, after Maddox turned over the ball, Eric makes a game-winner recovery layup for the Donuts. But after this game, the Donuts were really shooken up, and their team chemistry truly has worsened. Now here's where everything matters. The playoffs is a double elimination bracket, so any team could lose at least once before getting knocked out. The Donuts play first against the worst seeded team, the Bouncers. Now last time it was 5-4, but the Donuts are going to win this time, right? They lost this game 6-4. Now you might be wondering, I thought games only lasted to 5, which you would be right. But for the first time ever, the Ball Bouncers locked in with Carter having 2 twos made and a layup while Connor had 1 layup. Well, it doesn't matter because after the loss the Munchers took against the Reapers, the Donuts knew who their next opponent was. Now, the Munchers were a 3-4 seeded team going into the playoffs, but did they have what it takes to take down the Dunkin' Donuts, the only team the Munchers could not defeat during the Expedition Series? The beginning of the game starts with Eric wins the tip-off against Zay, but after, with an air ball call, Zay recovers with an easy layup, giving the Munchers an early lead. Andy quickly ties up the game, going under Maddox's arm, and a bad shot from Eric letting Zay get the rebound, but Eric does get a block, but also Zay still recovers and gets another bucket. Then Andy gets blocked and Maddox gets the ball, but Maddox takes a really bad shot and fouls Andy. Then Andy misses the layup and then gets blocked by Maddox. The Munchers now have the ball up top, but it does go out of bounds, letting it be the Donuts' ball next possession. Eric gets fouled by Zay at the rim, but misses the free throw. Zay then misses the layup, letting Eric recover it, but Zay's good defense makes Eric take a bad shot. The Munchers now have the ball up top, but Andy does steal the ball, then misses the fast break layup. He steals the ball again, and actually makes the shot this time. Another tough layup by Zay, making the score 2-3. Crazy defense by Maddox makes Andy miss again, but then steals the ball, tying up the game. Zay then airballs a fadeaway for the Donuts to take and easily get another bucket, which also makes them take the lead. An airball from Maddox leaves Andy an open layup, which he misses again. Then Maddox gets the ball and shoots, but then gets blocked and goaltended called, by Andy, making the Munchers get another point. The game is tied 4-4 with Eric having the ball up top, but even with Eric's crazy shifty moves, he airballs with Zay's amazing defense, letting also Zay recover the ball, making a game-winning layup like how Eric did against the Munchers last time they played them. They end the game 4-5, and also the Munchers have officially knocked out the best seeded team, the Donuts, out of the playoffs. Now, with all that being said, leaves open a few questions. Will the Donuts draft a better team next season? Can the MVP win a championship for the Donuts next season? Well, you will have to stay tuned and find out next season. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.